Apparently, Mom lied. They say betrayal stings the deepest when it comes from blood. But what if that betrayal costs you millions and nearly destroys everything your family built? I was in my office, rehearsing for the biggest business pitch of my career, when my phone buzzed. It was my mother. Her voice trembled as she said, "Your grandfather is having a stroke. Get to the hospital now." My world froze. Without thinking, I dropped everything and raced out the door. But what I didn't know was that my emergency was nothing but a well-crafted lie. When I rushed into the hospital, there was no grandfather, no stroke, no emergency. Just confusion. My calls to my mother went unanswered. My gut twisted, but by the time I drove back, the truth hit like a wrecking ball. My mother wasn't grieving. She was stealing. Over $4.2 million siphoned straight from the company accounts during my absence. Money meant for expansion, salaries, and investments gone in the span of an hour. Most people would have screamed, cried, or confronted her with desperate pleas. But me? I wasn't about to let years of sacrifice and loyalty collapse at the hands of the very woman who gave birth to me. I called someone else. The FBI. When I finally walked into my mother's penthouse, she sat smugly with champagne in hand, her laptop open, numbers dancing across her screen like trophies. She looked up and smirked. "You're too late," she whispered. But she wasn't expecting the knock on the door, or the agents that stormed in, badges flashing, cuffs glinting under the chandelier. The look on her face as she realized I hadn't come alone. Priceless. She lunged at me, screaming, "How could you do this to your own mother?" And I leaned in, my voice calm but lethal. "No, Mother. How could you do this to your own daughter?" The empire she tried to cripple didn't fall. Instead, it stood stronger because her betrayal gave me something no money could buy: clarity. But here's the twist she never saw coming. That $4.2 million? I had already set up a forensic trail weeks before. I'd grown suspicious of her accounting errors. Every dollar she moved went into an account I controlled, an account marked as evidence. So technically, she never even had the money. She stole a ghost fortune, and she's now serving time for a crime that gave her nothing but disgrace. Me? I walked into my business pitch the next week sharper, colder, and more determined than ever. Investors didn't just see a woman with a vision, they saw a survivor who defended her empire against her own blood. And they signed on the spot. Revenge doesn't always mean fire and fury. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is watching the traitor burn themselves while you rise higher. If you found yourself gripping your seat with this story, imagine the tailies still to come. Subscribe to my YouTube channel right now for more jaw-dropping stories of betrayal, revenge, and ultimate triumph. You won't want to miss the next twist.